Hi guys, welcome back. Just giving him a little bit of a dust down.
Welcome everybody.
Right. First, I'd like to say a big thank you to Paul Westlake,
Neil
Mitchell, and Richard Squire for taking part, having a go at the tea light I've done. The tea light holder, the star square shaped one, they had to go at it.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for taking part and having a go.
Yeah.
People that didn't, well, maybe we'll do baking fairy cakes or something a bit easier for you next time. Challenge, eh? Right. Quick video today. That'll probably take hours. Just know what I've been asked so many because the last video I put up, been asked a lot of questions about my chucks. These ones. Okay, with the wood on them. So I thought I'll do a quick. I have done it before on a video way back, but I thought I'll just have a little talk about that and tell you exactly how I do them. Just my way, what I do. Now, I was asked, first quickly, about why this chuck extends so much out from the lathe. Can't remember who asked the question. Because it's got a thread adapter on it. That's the only reason why. This is a 1/8 TPI thread, and this is M33. So I've got loads of these. I don't know why they have to make these so big, these adapters. You've got like 20 mil there with no thread in it that goes on, and hardly any threads go on. I don't know why they have to make them so big, but they do. There you go. Anyway, that's all it is. Okay, it's got a thread adapter. I don't do bowls and stuff on this chuck. I only use it for this. And like I said, this has got my wooden jaws. Now they are just fitted on a set of small cold jaws. Okay, I've got these small cold jaws here. I screw through and put a set of wooden, basically, jaws onto it. They stay on there permanently. Okay, I don't take those ones off. Then the next two layers I can take off and change as I want, and I'll show you how I've just put them on in a minute. So I've got that one. This is another one I've got. This is a Record Power SC4 chuck. Okay, and I bought a set of Charmwood small cold jaws, and exactly the same, screwed through. Okay, the first layer stays on there, and then I can change these willy-nilly as I want. Okay, the reason I've got like 3 steps on here and the same on that is because I can put a bowl on that one, I can put a bowl on that one, I can hold a bowl in there. They're just for remounting, to take for sort of for special jobs like the scoops that I've done. These are not for turning bowls on. Okay, you tend to have your jaws, whichever ones. You might have your standard jaws like that you tend to turn 90% of your bowls on. That's what they're for. These are not for that. Okay, and then this set here, exactly the same. They've just got a bigger set of cold jaws, so this one allows me to go for bigger sizes. Okay, and the same, you can see they're screwed. I mean, there's 4 screws on each one of these first base sections. Right, I'm going to take this one off because I'm not using this one at the moment, though that one's set for doing some things I've been doing. So I'll take this one off first, and then you can see it a little bit better. It's just one screw. I don't think oh no, actually I might have glued that. Alright, I won't take it off of this one because I actually glued that on as well. I just remembered. Yes, I did. I remember it now. I won't. I'll do it on one of the other ones. Right. Okay. What I should do is go back to. I'll go back to this one. Yeah. And hopefully, I didn't glue this one on. Right. When you put these on, you can glue them as well if you want. Right. There you go. Okay. It just comes off. So now, before I take it off, sorry, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to check here. Right. I've got number 4 there, number 1 there. So I'm going to just put number 1, number 4, see that's number 2, that's number 3. Right, just number it. Then I can put them back on at a later date if I want to put them back on. These ones. And all I need is...
Oh, they all come off.
All I need is 1 screw in each one. So it's just a chuck move then. All I need is 1 screw in each one. That's all it is. Okay, and that holds it into place. Now, I'll take those off, that set of jaws. Now, this set, I could just use that if I want and turn a circle there. I put this circle here. That circle is just inside of the screws that have gone through here. Okay, that tells me where they are, so I know not to go. I don't want to go and make that a circle there, because that would be right on the screw heads that are coming through from the other side. Now, if I was to take this row off, let me just open it up a little bit so you can see it. Right, there we go. Okay, if I was to take this row off, this one, okay, underneath, now if you want to, when you put these on, if you've only got one chuck and you want to be changing things, you could put holes in there to match up with your holes that hold your chuck jaws on. Then you could actually unscrew it and take those off. I haven't bothered, okay? Mine are fixed on, they're screwed on here and they will stay on there because that's all this chuck is for. I bought this one from Taylor Murfields, it was a second-hand one, and I bought the jaws there as well. They're only about 24 quid. I know you can get ones from Axminster that hold wooden jaws. Yeah, that's another thing.
Price.
So, right. Now, if I'm going to do something different, these ones, as I said, I had these on there. If they don't fit it and I want to change it, then it's simply another piece of ply, and that is all it is to put on there. Now, for that, all I do, I don't get over, because I'm going to turn it, I don't get over sensitive about being centered and things like that. I don't have to worry about that. All I literally have to do is these 4 lines. So I look down and I put a mark on there which corresponds with this, where my joins are, okay, where my jaws are. So I go there, right, just look down, you can see the next one's there. Again, it's not, you ain't got to be super accurate with this. You can get all super accurate if you want to. It's up to you. Some people are a bit paranoid about that. For me, I'm not. Okay, and then I'm just going to join these up, because remember, it's wood and you're going to turn it, so you're going to true it up, and it's what it's used for. You are not got to be super accurate, perfect circles and all that. You're going to turn it to whatever you need. We do the square. Right, so now I will just have a quick look and see where I've got. Right, I know that's number 4 there, and I can see 3 and 1. So I'll just mark it. Sorry, pencil's a bit. Pencil's going a bit naff. There we go. Right, so I've got number 4, number 3, number 2, and number 1. Right, there you go. Now I can take it off and I know where that's exactly going to line up again. So all I've got to do now is cut that into 4. Okay, so I'll quickly go over to the bandsaw and cut that one into 4. Go. Like I said, if you want to get all super accurate, you can. You really don't need to. You really don't need to. Okay. Now, when I come back and put them on, right, where's my number? Right, that's number 1. Okay, so I'm going to start with me number 1. And then I've just got to pop that on there. And all I need is 1 screw. That's all I need. You can see I'll just put 1 screw on. If you want, you can glue it. You could put a bit of hot melt glue on it to hold it. You can glue it on like I've done on those ones. I've glued them. Because these are for holding slightly bigger fit, I glued it. I'll remember afterwards I glued it. Now when I come to change that, all I'll do is take the screws out and then I'll turn that away. So I can just turn that wood away because it's just wood. We can turn it away, we can get rid of it. So what I'm going to do, first off, I know roughly where that hole is. So I'm going to just pre-drill it, it just helps. And I've got some screws here. Now, again, these screws, they're going to go through there, but they're not going to go right through that one. Not that it would matter because I've got 3 lots of wood. So I'm just using, I've already got screws here, but I'll check out the other one. Never mind. Didn't need that. Right, these are, I think they're 30 mil screws. Right, there we go, that one's held on there. Right, so that was number 1. Right, we're going this way round. So I've got number 4 here. And again, depending on what you're going to turn, you can decide where you want to put your screws. Because obviously you don't want to cut into your screws when you're doing anything. Okay, I'm doing this at the moment for posterity. Just for there we go, so that's that one. And you can change these as many times as you want. See, I've said before, I've got the nylon ones from Record Power. These ones here, these are the nylon jaws that go on your chuck, and they just fit on the same as chuck jaws. And again, you turn it to whatever you want. But once you've turned it, like once you've made that hole, I can't go smaller again, unless I go and pay another 18 quid or 20, whatever they are now, and get another set of jaws. So they're fantastic, but they're limited. Okay, this is just unlimited. I can do as many different ones as I want on this. Right, there you go, that's done. Like so. Now what I will do is I'll pop it onto my lathe. And again, as you can see, the one in the middle I had from before, that's smaller. If I needed a bigger one, I can just chuck another piece of wood on. If you haven't got, I mean, this is ply. I use ply. Don't use MDF. It's absolutely no good for it. Okay. I'll glue on that just to show you. I use 18mm ply. Now this is the last bit I've got actually. I was doing some work and I used up most in my other workshop. I used it up for shelving and stuff. I did have a load of ply. I'd done some and I had loads of offcuts of 18mm ply. But there you go. You can see how that opens up now. Okay. So close it up nice and tight, like so, and then we can put whatever shape and hole we want in it. Now, if you haven't got ply, you can use. I've got a piece of this, which is just pine. Okay, I was doing some work. It's just a square. These are just 120mm square. Okay, you don't have to round it. You can do it square. Just check what size you're going to get for a circle. Okay, do exactly the same thing. Pop it a bit. With this, you don't have to, because you've got 4 corners, so you can line your 4 corners up to it, which I've done on one here, and I've already cut this one. This can come down here and see. Okay, so you can do exactly the same here and just cut it into your 4, and then when you screw that on, don't worry about it being square, because you just put it on. You can just turn it. You can turn that to round, and then you can do your bits in there. Make sure you pre-drill it when it's pine. Pine's not. It will get you. You'll get away with it because you're only say remounting or doing scoops. But this is just so versatile, basically. Right. So we've got a piece on, and like I said, this has got 2 on. 2 bits on top of that one. That's only got 1 bit. I could put another bit on there if I want, or like I say, take that off and put. But this first layer always stays on, doesn't come off. It's screwed on from the back there. Screws come right up inside, so I don't ever want to turn into this one because I've got all my screws there. Okay, so you just keep putting bits of wood on there, and it doesn't add that much weight. It's only a little bit. It's no different to these chucks can take it. It's no different to if I was putting a big bowl on there, so it's fine. Right, so then I've got my bit on there. And then if I'm going to say, I don't know what we've got here. pot or something here. Right, I've got a little pot here. I haven't got anything made up. Right, now let's say, this is probably going to be right in line with the screws, isn't it? It bloody is, look at that. Because I didn't really think that one through. Right, but that's okay, because up to the screws, and then I know I can open it up. So if I go just inside those screws, which will be fine, then that should hold that. Right, so I think if I go to there, then that should hold that pot. Okay. If you're going to do it for a specific project, you can measure it. I'm not doing this for any specific project. Okay. And then for that, I'll just come in with my parting tool. Just get that to there. And what I'll do is I'll just use a square carbide just to take it with the side. There we go. Quite horrible to turn. Right, there we go. Now, I always like to, even though I'm going to hold, even though this is like a straight sided there, I like to put a slight dovetail in it, okay? Always make sure it goes slightly that way, never this way. You don't want it to come this way because it won't push the thing out when you put it on there. So for me, I mean, I'll just use a spindle gouge or something, and I'm just going to go just slightly, like that. That's it, okay? And then because this is slightly out, it's not dead on. That's why I said you don't have to be dead centre with it and all trued up. If I come in there, then what I can do is I can just take a few little cuts here. There we go, now that's through. Okay, and now if you're planning that you might want to hold a bowl on it or something, again, just take it slightly to the back. Put a very slight dovetail on it, and now it's all ready. And there you go. So come just up to that screw. Hopefully that's going to open up enough, that chuck. I didn't actually have a pot for this. This is my rubber band one. I don't think it's going to open up enough for that, to be honest with you. But you get the gist. Oh, will it, will it, will it, will it, will it? Yes, it will. There we go. Right, so we've popped it in there. Because it's wood, don't worry about perfect circles. It's not going to cause no problem. There you are. That's gripped in there. Everything's running perfectly true, and we can take the bottom off. So we can take our bottom off. We're not going to mark anything. We ain't got to make jam chucks or anything like that. And we can do whatever work we want to do on that. There you go, guys. That is it, and that's why I like my wooden chucks, my wooden jaws. That was slightly tighter than my one. But as you can see, when I take it off, look, I didn't put no marks in that at all. Because it's wood, it's just wood. There you go. If you want it big, you can open them up and make them a little bit bigger, do whatever you want. And because you've got another set inside, you can put another circle in there for smaller ones if you want. So if you've got smaller things, or like when I've done this one is for the scoops. So I've got that there, that holds a smaller scoop. The inside one, underneath that, that's what I said, you don't have to change everything around. Right, the one inside that, if you can see there, actually goes in a bit deeper. It still goes in deeper under there, and that's because for that I can put these ones back on, which were the ones that come off, and they match up to do a bigger scoop. These actually done the baby rattles that I did.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. They are just so versatile, and it's as cheap as ever. I mean, come on, if you've got to buy all these different drawers for mounting things up, you're going to be paying fortunes, aren't you? Absolute fortunes out. These, it's as cheap as, and when you're done with it, if I decide now, I mean, like I said, if I've got a bigger bowl, I can put it over the top and I can hold it on there. You know, if I suddenly decide, now, had I measured, I could have put that there, then I would make a circuit and say, right, I want my screws to be out. Now, you can put 2 screws in if you want. You don't have, one holds absolutely fine. Never had a problem with it, okay? But if you want to come out further, you can put 2 screws, you can put a bigger piece of wood here, bigger wood here, and cut a big circle that size. It's up to you what size you, I mean, this one, if I put another piece on as big as that, I could mount it and put a bowl that big if I want to put it in, take the bottom off. Any size I want, and then after that I'll go up to, I was going to actually put wood on these ones, but I find they're handy with the buttons. Yeah. So that's why I do that, and that's just my little elastic band pop that one. So there you go, guys, that's what does that stuff. Now, also, these are excellent if you're doing your pendants and things, because obviously a lot of people do them with jam chucks and things like that, but with this it will allow you to do pendants from a small size to a bigger size, because you can make that to whatever size you want. It will be, I mean, that, because it opens up, you could go from 40mm pendants up to 60mm or something like that. If you want an offset one, again, put it on, take your chuck off and take it over to drill press, and then just use your drill bit to make an off-centered one. I would do it that way. It's a little bit awkward to turn on it. You could put it on offset and turn it, you know, put it on there and then move it back to center. It's a lot of mucking about, and a lot of easiest way, if you want to do that, is to make an offset drawers, which I've got a video. Now I'm going to put the link to this, I'll put the link in, because I've done it a while ago, these chucks. Okay.
In the descriptions box, guys.
Yeah, we'll put it in a description box. I've got, yeah. Now, I've got 4 sets of jaws here. 2 different sets, okay? Because I made a set, and then I made a set to show how they were made. So I'll put the link in for how I made these. Now, these are for doing pendants, okay? And I've got the offset one. Let's put that back there. Right, I think that's the ones, yeah. Yeah, right. I've got the offset one, which is that one, doing the offset pendant. You want to put the little hole in. And this set for doing the standard pendant. Now these don't go on there. These will go onto any chuck you want to make them for. Literally, I'm pretty sure, if I can remember rightly, yeah, I made them for this one. And all we do is we put our chuck on, okay, that will pop on, and then as we open up, they become loose like that. We can pop our pendant in, and then we clamp down, and it clamps it. And again, you can go for different sizes. So I'm doing them on jam chucks, but you've got to make every single one perfect to go on. So, and these will go on whatever. So if you want to make them for your sea jaws or whatever, you can make them for that. If you want to make them for your shark jaws, so they come out further from your chuck, you can make them from that. And it's wood, so it don't matter if ever you actually cut into it. Just go and make another set. Very easy to make. All you need is some elastic bands. It's elastic bands that keep it together like that. Elastic bands do not hold the pendant in. The elastic bands are just there so that that doesn't all fall apart when you take it on and off your chuck. And when you've got it on there, that's it, it's held. Open the chuck, sorry, go the other way. open the chuck, that one I'm on about. As you open it, they will, because you're opening on the back, they will push into the front. To put your pendant in, you just pull it back. You put your pendant in, let go, tighten the chuck down. When you tighten it, it will tighten up onto your pendant. There you go. And as I said, there's a video. I've done the video. I put the video up. Mark Beckett made a set of these, so it shows you they're not difficult to make. I made them very sort of like, you know, easy, simple. They're not. Yeah, Mark Beckett made a set of these, and yeah, they work fantastic. I know quite a few people have made them, and they're really good. And the off-center one, again, when you make this up, you can do it before you cut it into the 4. Take it over to your drill press and drill the hole for it. Okay, but if you want to do it, you can mount that piece of wood over and you can turn it, and then when you bring it back to do the back bit, there you go. It's all in the video. I'll put the link up. Go and give it a click and have a watch. If you want to make pendants, there you go. And you can make as many of those as you want, and they're just made out of your bits. These are made out of bits of beech, just made out of your wood turning materials. That's all it is, guys. And as I say, I've got sets of those. I love making things. I love sort of doing those sort of things, so that's why I have all that. And they will fit on whatever jaws you want. You don't have to unscrew a jaw. You don't have to change nothing. You want to make a pendant, get that, put it on. You want to do your offset bit, take that one off, put that one on, it's on. Everything I do tends to be for quickness as well. I can't help that. That's inbred in me. I've worked, production is always been my thing. More so, like I said before, in carpentry, you know, if you're going to make let's say you're making raised panel doors, okay, kitchen doors, and you're selling them 50 quid each. If it takes you all day to make 2, you're earning £100. If you can find a way that you can make 10, then you're earning quite a lot of money.
Should I get a calculator?
Shut up, you. Right? You're behind the camera, you're not meant to be seen or heard. Thank you. No, you get the gist, guys. You know, you're going to earn 500 quid, aren't you, in a day? It's like those scoops. If you make 4 scoops in a day, what are you going to sell them for to get your money's worth? If you can make 50 in a day, you can sell them for 3 quid each. Well, there you go. So, yeah, my thing, I've always been make a little on a lot rather than to make a lot on a few.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's like my thing, the pound shop. Look at a pound shop. Make pennies but sell thousands of items and make thousands of pennies. Now pound shop, prices are all going up. They're becoming much the same as B&M and places. Everyone goes in there and goes, it's only £1. Whoever spends £1 in the pound shop? Never. You pick that up, you pick that up, you pick that before you know, you go to the checkout.
40, 50 quid, isn't it?
Yeah, because everything's just £1, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if it don't work, no, it's only £1. There you go. Right. Another question I was asked about my tool organisation. There's no organisation really, but right. This is quite simply, it is just pieces of plastic pipe. Okay, 50mm plastic pipe. I think actually this is 40mm, something like that. Right, and all I've done is screwed it to the wall. This wall here is it's soundproofing and insulating. So this is a false wall that goes up here. This is 18mm OSB boards, and I can actually just screw all these up. So I just screw them on. These ones I have so that handles are up. I've got bigger tubes behind to take the bigger size handles. These ones sit up, and then all these ones I have them all down, and it's just a simple case of that's it, and that's all it is little bits of tube, and I just screw them all on. You know, at the end of the day, I know you can buy all these things for organising tools, but yeah, I'm looking at, I think the last count is I was on 160 something chisels there, or 170 chisels I've got. You know, no, I haven't got a problem.
Not quite.
I haven't got a problem. Yeah, so, you know, if you're going to buy stuff, so I just make my own, and I just put another row and another row, These ones, they're just screwed onto a board and screwed on, and that's it. And it just gives me another row and another row and another row, and I can put all my chisels there. Keeps them all nice and safe. And that's it, guys. So, and you know, I can see what every chisel is as well, so I know what they are. I have my section. Carbide's all from that end down. There's carbide, and this is traditional this end. So there you go. That's it. Right. Hopefully that's answered all the questions. Okay. And if you don't want to get the mini, I mean the mini cultures are like 24 quid. If you buy the Charmwood ones, they go on your Record Power chuck, your Nova chuck, and your Robert Sorby chuck. So they go if you buy those, you just have to buy the screws, the Charmwood screws. They are brilliant. This was a set of cold jaws. They come up on eBay. Okay, they're the Record Power, the Nova cold jaws. They come up. I think they was 30 quid or so. I can't remember exactly. They're less than half the price of buying them. That's the only reason I bought them. Okay, and I thought, yeah, they'd be perfect to use for wooden jaws. Okay, but in all honesty, the ones that are fantastic are these mini cold jaws like that, and that, you know, you can put. I'll do it on this. This is a small chuck, so you can see. I've just screwed on with the two first screws there. Okay, screwed that first piece of ply on. That stays on there all the time. This piece of ply then screws to that piece, and then these ones screw on there, and I can put as many as I want. It's not a weight problem. There's hardly any weight to it, and I'm only mounting things. But that does all my scoops, as you see the other day how I did the scoops on it. And if I change size scoops, I can just change a piece of wood, and that's it. The other ones I have are with these jaws. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, these were the Record Power ones, and they don't come with any threads inside. These are the Nexus ones, and they already come threaded. So these ones, I drilled them and tapped them myself. But these come threaded in here. They have these extra holes threaded, and you can fit your buttons in from your cold jaws. You know, so you get the long ones, the long thin ones, they fit in. Brilliant for that. But what I have for these is I made up another set of jaws. Yes, I like making all my jaws up. Don't know about that. Right. So I made another set of jaws up. And these ones, what I did was I drilled them to correspond with these holes. And I've got a spare set of the jaw carrying screws. Well, actually they're screwed from a set of buttons, and they fit straight through. So on here, they fit in. And that's that one, that's number one, is in there. I need to open them up really to put them in. Right, so they screw in. There's number 3. There's number 4. They will all screw in into there like so on those threads. They match up to those threads. I can screw them in. I did put a bit of hot melt glue round on these just to make extra security. I don't have to, but they, once they're screwed in, that's it. Then again with these jaws that I have, and I use this one for making a scoop, you can see the little hole in the center. Then I just come along and I pop these on. That's number 3, so 3, what's that there, 4 I think, something like that. These have got the hole in them already for the scoop bit. Right, you'll get the idea anyway, guys. So then I can just screw these jaws. That's it, it goes like that. Okay, that's got the hole already cut for the scoop handle. And then all I have to do is screw that down onto that, and there you go. I've got another one for doing scoops. And these are already curved like that. And you can see one hole, one screw. That's all it needs is one screw. So I would just put them on. I'll take the time to line them up, obviously, like so. And then once that's in there, it's adjustable as well, because as soon as I'm not going to screw them in because I don't want them in there. As soon as I open up, there you go, they're adjustable, so I can hold a scoop from the tiny side right up to, well, I wouldn't be doing scoops because that wouldn't be a scoop, that would be a shovel.
That's yeah.
Right, so there you go, and that's how they work, guys. So, you know, it's versatile. If you've got your 5-inch jaws, Like I said, for some reason I don't know why, but Record Power don't thread their ones, and these are dovetailed. If you buy the ones, the Nexus ones, the Charmwood, they're not dovetailed. They have the serrated, which is absolutely best jaws in the world. Fantastic they are. They don't mark nothing. It's unbelievable, really, but it's true. Strange but true. There you go. That's another program. Right, but there you go, guys. Yeah. So, if you ain't got them, drill it, tap it, and then you can screw them on. It just gives you so much versatility. Wood is brilliant because we can make wood do what we want, can't we? We can make it to any shape and size we want.
Yep.
So, and that's my joy. And when you've done them, when you take them off, don't throw them away. Just keep them, and you've got another set of jaws. Like I said, these have already been cut out for that scoop bit. So I've already cut the shape out there. So it takes a scoop handle. There you go. Right, that's it, guys. I'm just waffling that. I will see you on the next one. Toodle pip. Like and subscribe if you can. You know.
Yeah. Please, it helps the channel to grow.
Yeah, if you don't like it, well, there you go, don't watch.
Yeah.
And I'll see you on the next one. Toodle pip, guys.
Bye, guys. Get making.